floating up in the clouds, but I've always felt that something's missing. That was until I found you right there in the crowd. You came into my life and started a fire. You made me feel like I could touch the sky. Oh, there's nothing missing now that you're my desire. Now all I have to do is to make you mine. 'Cause I know, and you know what we could be. Like a song, like a
Hi! Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me? Hope you can hear me. Hope you can hear me. And if you can, please type the comment in the comment that you can hear. Hi, Anna! Thank you for having me, for joining me here. Yay! Can you hear me, Miss Yana? Okay, hold on. There. Less. Siya. Is it less? A bit less. Hello? Let me know ha, because I'm trying to reduce yung yung volume. Okay. Less. Okay, can you hear me? Better? Clear? Hi, Javelin. Thank you for joining me. I'm so happy. You're so early. I love it. Okay. So I'm sticking to YouTube. You know, I'm not going to go back to TikTok. Oh my God, that's so much surprising events. Anyways, I hope, yes, okay, yes, okay, thank you. Yes, all right, thank you. Okay, how was your April? Such an eventful month, so much changes, so much things that happened. No, in terms of the global scale, there's a lot of changes. Of course, I was watching and I was looking at the news. There's a lot of yeah, unhappy events. Yeah, it's very challenging, no? A very challenging month ang April. And this coming May, there is it's kind of, how do I say this? There's so much changes that's going to happen, no? Because wait, I'm going ahead. I'll do the pattern. I'll do the pattern so I won't get lost. No, sige. Let's start our forecast for the month of May. And the reason why I did Happy Labor Day if you're leaving in the Philippines, Labor Day today, and Happy Labor Day. And that's the reason why I'm doing this live during Labor Day, just to make sure that everybody's free to watch me in this live stream. Okay, all right. Okay, now let's go to the next slide. Okay, before we dive into May, okay, for this month of May 2023, don't forget to log into my Telegram channel. I give more information, free information in terms of like the monthly forecast, which I improved upon. If previously last month, I don't include the forecast or the Feng Shui monthly energies for each sector. This is during this last month and this month, and I'll continue on. I'll be adding more to give you an extra guidance and a preparation for the month. No, I'll explain why later on. And then there. Okay, and yes, like free giveaways. I plan to do that. Yes, soon. So just join my Telegram channel. Okay? Good. All right. Ang init po. Sabi mo kasi, oo nga, yeah, it's very, mainit talaga. Pero buti dito, every now and then umuulan-ulan, no? Thank goodness. Umuulan-ulan, so medyo, may compensation, no? Although other areas, I can sense, I've been reading that there are a lot of areas that are actually going through drought. Nag-extreme ang temperature in other countries. So We are lucky. We're lucky if we say experience rain every now and then, no? Lalo na there is an indication para may shortage pa of water. So if there is water flowing in to your city, thank you Lord, no? At least hindi pa masyado tayo tinatamaan, no? Yes. Okay. So there. I'm going to go back super sa Davao. Oh, I can just imagine. Oo nga, nasa south kayo. Oo, mas matindi doon. Yeah, Davao, definitely in the south sector. South sector, oo, very extreme na. I can just imagine. Okay, so going to May. We're here to prepare for whatever months to come. So I remember ito po, no, sabi ni Yana a while ago. Okay, Tagalog na ako. Kayong dalawa lang. Kayo lang kasi naman dito sa Taglish. Okay. According to Yana and Sophia, she mentioned, no, that would call this April was challenging. Yes, challenging to a lot of people. And I can sense, no, I've been reading that a lot of people lost their jobs. The sense of stability, no, was no longer there. And then there's a lot of I think this was the month, no, nagkaroon ng shift sa paggamit or in terms of the hierarchy in terms of the financial or the fiat when it comes to US dollars, and then it's now shifting to yuan. No, I think this is the month the way it happened, yung ganon, yung shift of power. So a sense of stability is really shaky, no? Yung financial economic status ng US is very shaky at this point with what's happening. And then I remember coming across a news, no, there was also a time wherein nagpalabas ang what you call this, South Korea ng nuke, which caused Japan to do some evacuation. No, so a lot of things happened within April. If you did not come across these news, then good for you, no? At least I don't know. It's innocence of bliss. I don't know, but yeah, I came across those things. This is also the reason why I very much I'm actively using TikTok, no, because it's faster to get the news there. Okay, all right, okay. I'm not advertising TikTok, but anyway, so there. So that's what's happening, and then yes, extreme temperature that we experience. So for the month of May now, done talking about April. If you went through any news or updates, what you call that, yung current events that I missed discussing, no, then by all means share, no, what happened within May, April that you discovered that you want to share. Now, for May, no, this is what we call the Dingsi month. Dingsi is fire and fire month. Okay, so fire energy is quite strong for the month of May. So this is fire. So what does this mean? There's a lot of this. In a sense, no, the month of May becomes the first official month that would transition us to period 9. Okay, so we have been discussing period 9 for quite some time right now, especially if you have been attending my classes or at least my webinars. We have been discussing period 9. So basically, the shift can fully transit. The shift is actually officially happening within the month of May. Okay, so there's so much changes that could actually happen. Case in point, in terms of the emotional being is more people will be temperamental or hot-headed, no? The temper is quite high. What's going to happen when your temper is quite high? You succumb to the emotions of anger, your anger, and then what happens is you create impulsive decisions. So that could be the energy that we could have within the month of May, wherein we feel like as if everything is worth getting angry about, and because of that you make impulsive decisions in inciting more anger towards others. Okay, so that's sort of the vibration that I am seeing here with the month of May. Yes, Yana, yin fire. Ding is yin fire, but si is also being fire. So it's a combination of both. Okay, so what's going to happen is the circumstances that could happen um, can be something that's impactful. It's something that you cannot ignore. Okay, things that circumstances can can come from small decisions that's brought by this temperamental feeling, and then what happens is that the effect is going to be so massive and big that it's so hard to ignore. I hope you get that picture. No, from one small decision it creates bigger impact. Okay, but in addition to that, there's also a sense wherein there is going to be an increase of depression, no, depression or even sadness. Okay, or at the same time, more and more people will feel down, or at the same time lack of passion and drive. This can also be the opposite to others. Others can actually find passion and drive, which you can see an increase in content creation. You can see more and more content creators coming out, creating new content, no, for others. So it can be good or bad depending on how you're actually going to use the energy. Okay? It can either reduce your drive or passion, and at the same time, it can actually create more. Okay. Another, I wrote them down. Okay, so I won't forget. There's also I what I'm saying. There's might be some increase in demand for, say, metaphysics or legal. No, if you're a lawyer, you might experience some increase in demand for your services. But you also have to remember there is increase in competition. So you have to do better than your competition. So IT, spirituality, it's because of there's a lot of people that are feeling much more down, much more depressed. So they're trying to look for something that's out of their physical, material things, or the things like digital something. So that's which is why there's more demand in metaphysics, legal, and IT. Okay. Now, if you're actually prone to eye or what you call this heart ailment, then there's a certain sector that I want you to avoid, because there might be an increase, okay, of illness when it comes to heart and at the same time eyes within the month of May. What's potential could happen? So this could mean, like in Davao, it's super hot. Don't go out, especially if you have heart illness. Don't stay out long enough for to avoid stroke, stuff like that. Okay, so there. So we can also sense probably this month where it's everything is much more hotter. The temperature is hotter than usual than this month, and so on. Okay, that's what I can see so far with the month of May 2023. So if you have pre-existing condition when it comes to your eyes or your heart, extra careful. Be mindful of your diet. Don't stay out too long, especially when it's too hot. Okay? Because it might trigger further issues when it comes to your health. Questions so far before I proceed to to the day master. Yeah, very good. Yes, I like this. I like the comment of. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, more of yin fire. Yes, we have ding, and at the same time, bing. So there's a combination of two fires. Right? Okay. So there. No more questions, so I can move on? Yes? Okay. Sige. If you ask questions in Tagalog, I'll respond in Tagalog na. Okay. Nadala ako kanina mag-Tagalog. Okay, so, all right, remember how to plot your Pachi chart. So again, here is the QR code for the Pachi calculator. Plot the QR code, and then plot your chart, register. It's all for free. Put in your birthday and then your birthday and birth hour. Yes, very fiery. Very fiery ang May pala. Yeah, I know. This is a preview, not really a preview, because we have been experiencing what Period 9 is. That's basically a preview of the entire transition, no? Transition to 2024. This is the first wave of official transition na. Parang ganon, no? Yung nararamdaman natin na for me. Okay. Hide muna natin. Okay, mamaya na. Ayan yung magpa-hide. Okay, so there. So plot your patchy chart and then look at the encircled image. This actually represents your day master, which is our reference for our forecasting for this month. No? Okay, so let's start with the Jatwood. I wrote them down so I won't forget. Okay, so for the Jatwood, if you have a Jatwood, think before you click. It's very imperative, it's imperative that you actually think before you click, because whatever you say will be taken against you if it's not good. Okay, so if you wish to create content that's going to be beneficial for others, so you'll be remembered and recognized for your creativity. Okay, hold on, I'll just drink water. It's so hot. Okay. All right. Okay, and at the same time, if you're going to maximize your creativity and you allow and embrace attention, eventually this will create or open doors for you. Oh, what's a good example? You know, yung mga, what do you call this? Bloggers that went trending overnight are now, created, at least became a door to open new career pursuits. No, same goes to this. So if you are planning to do some content creation, now you might find yourself becoming too hot-headed this month. So before posting anything, saying anything, think first. Keep calm and meditate. Process what you're about to do, no? To avoid creating mistakes. Okay, for the Yi Wood is actually creativity month. So this is where your intuition will give you new ideas that you can utilize for your business, for your career. By all means, embrace, capitalize on your creativity. This will, and then share it to others. The more you share the information or your creativity, you will see recognition for your effort. Okay, yeah, recognition, especially in the workplace. So use that creativity and share it to others. Help others solve their problems. Okay, through your own creativity. Give inputs. Okay, don't be selfish. Share it to them. Okay, next is being fire. Being fire is building connections is good for you this month. It's actually best that you focus on building your connections and at the same time network. This will actually open doors for you. However, be careful, as you might, there is an indication that you actually have to spend money than you should. That would actually either affect you or your family members, or you might have to spend on family members or on yourself. As yes, you might overspend, no, because of them, if you're not careful with your finances. Okay, so just make sure that you do some balance checking. Just make sure you leave something for yourself, especially for the rainy days. Okay. Next is being fire. Okay. You might experience, no, for this month, people will try to cash in from your success. Okay. So meaning, because they're realizing that you're gaining something, you're gaining momentum through your career or your business and so on. So people might actually want to tap and actually, join you in this bandwagon, if I may say, so that they could actually access the same opportunity that you have. Now, it's okay, it's fine, of course. We all, at the end of the day, we want to look for allies. Now, if, say, giving and sharing your blessing will help you build connections and at the same time build meaningful relationship with your family and friends, by all means. But of course, just make sure that you leave something for yourself. Don't give everything. Make sure that you leave something for yourself, and yeah, don't forget yourself. That's my point. Okay. All right. So there. Next, Woo Earth. Okay, Woo Earth, this is actually a good month to look into studying. Now, the reason why it's actually better for you to study something that's outside or something that's connected to your workplace, it's because this will actually help you or prevent you from overthinking. Okay, overthinking, that's out things that are out of your control. Um, yes, and at the same time, this will also increase your self value to others. Okay, but make sure that you focus on things that are related to your workplace that would actually help increase your knowledge and put you at a better position than you were. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to say. Okay, study something and at the same time it diverts attention. Okay, because I can sense that there are indications that workplace can be very, yeah, can put you in a position of an emotional state or sensitive state, especially if you fixate on things out of your control. So, you know what? It's, overthinking is never good for you mentally, physically, anyly. Okay, so just might as well study something. It's going to help you get more ideas in the long run. Okay, next is G Earth. Okay, G Earth. Okay, G Earth has this heightened intuition. Yeah, heightened intuition. By the way, what's your day master para yun ang i-focus natin? Just kidding. I'll give more information for Miss Jovelyn and for Miss Yana for being here. So share, by the way. Baka I'll give more. I'll give more in terms of your day master. Yes. Okay, so type in ha. Okay, good. Alright, so G Earth. Okay, heightened intuition for this month of G. For this month of May, the good thing about heightened intuition is that it's so easy for you to communicate when it comes to in terms of the universe, and at the same time, the universe find it much more easier to speak to you. So what does that mean? Like, say if there are things that you shouldn't do, the universe is going to really, tap your gut, to, okay, we water noted, Miss Yana. Okay, all right. Okay, going back. Okay, to tap your gut and tell you, okay, there's something wrong with this. So you hold your horses, don't make decision, and so on and so forth. So this is what I like about indirect resource, having indirect resource in your chart. However, if you have too much indirect resource, this can affect your emotional state or your mental state sometimes. Okay, and since this is sitting on direct resource, if we allow the emotional state to get the best of you, this will eventually affect your health. Okay, just to give you additional input when it comes to elements, direct resource it represents health of anybody. So if indirect resource is sitting on indirect resource, this could mean that overthinking can create more problems in terms of your health. So avoid overthinking. Instead, use this time to meditate, to be closer to the universe by just meditating and then doing some sage mode. So it's easier for you to actually do some manifestations. Okay, so use that opportunity and avoid getting or letting your emotions get the best of you. Okay. Okay, so there. Okay, so when it comes to, this is additional for the G Earth. When it comes to making decision, be discerning. If you think that this is because you're emotional about it, take a seat, hold your horses, don't just make decisions. Okay, just be discerning when it comes to making decisions. Listen to your gut instead of your emotions. Sometimes can be tricky, which is why I asked you to meditate, because meditation helps you keep calm, especially when you're emotional, especially when you're overthinking. It helps you distinguish and focus on things that matters. Okay, so all right. Okay, next. Okay, gang metal, gang metal. Okay, this gang metal day masters this month can be overwhelming for you. There might be some issues and problems that you really have to face. Always remember, though, that there are people that are rooting for you and that are willing to help you out so you can actually focus on more important things. So do reach out. Uh, Remember my saying, reaching out is never a sign of weakness. As a matter of fact, it's a sign that you do not want to give up. So, if you are overwhelmed, you can be not overwhelmed by delegating the task to some tasks to others. Okay, so you can focus on more important things. Okay. Okay, for the sin metal, the problems may seem like it comes nonstop. Okay, it's nonstop. Everything that you're doing, it's like, okay, one problem after another. So what should I do? The good news, there's good news to this. Okay, there's good news to this. It's because people are really observing you this month. Okay, it's not to put pressure to you, but it actually gives you an understanding that people are really rooting for you. It's just that they're not as vocal as you expect them to be, but people are actually noticing what you're doing. So the more problems you actually solve, don't worry, just this month, more problems that you solve, okay, the more they actually realize now, okay, I shouldn't underestimate this person. He can actually do the job. The more problems you actually solve, they realize your capabilities. They see who you are, the resilient person, and so on and so forth. Okay, so keep calm and continue to focus by giving good work and quality of work because people are watching and they're observing. All your hard work are not in vain. Okay, so okay, just for the sin metal, so you can do it, and you will rise on top after every problem that you solve. So you should embrace problems because this is your time to shine. Okay, all right. For the Ren water, a month of wealth opportunities. Okay. Be discerning, however, for the Ren water because not all opportunities are actually good. Just make sure that you identify which ones are scams, which one are legit. Okay. Practice due diligence whenever you're making any transactions. But yeah, wealth is good this month. Okay. So good. All right. Gui water. Oh, Gui water, Miss Yana. This is actually a good month for you. Okay. Wealth star is shining so bright this month. No, there could be an indication of salary increment or bonus or in return of investment. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so there's bonus, and probably we've been working on something, or probably there is a commission that's coming out this month, or someone might be giving it to you because this is indirect wealth. Or yeah, I can't say gambling though, huh? I can't say gambling. It's not because I can't, but it's just that it's indirect wealth sitting on direct wealth. So there's something that you might have done before that's going to push to give you this. Okay, so this I can see this probably inheritance another. Okay, I don't know if it's a good thing to say inheritance, but yeah, okay, something that it's going to be given to you. Okay, yes. So yeah, if you have been waiting for that for a cash, then this is a good month to follow up. Okay, all right, yay for Miss Jovelyn. None, no need. You're good. Okay. Other questions? Would you need more clarification, Miss Rihanna? I'll wait. I'll wait muna before I go to the next slide. Okay. Okay, Miss Jovelyn. Okay na siya. Okay na pa siya. Okay, good. All right. Now we're going to Feng Shui. Okay, now we're going to the Feng Shui. Return of investment. Oh! Yeah. Okay, good. Return of investment. Okay, good. So there is something that no, that could be. Sige, ayan. Follow up, no? So this is the month that you make some collection. Yes. Okay. All right. Okay, now we're going to go to Feng Shui. Okay, so when we're using Feng Shui, we're going to use this according to the sector. If, say, for instance, your main door is in this area, your bedroom or your work area, these are the possibilities that could happen. Okay? Oh, did you know that COVID-19 is increasing again? You notice the balita? Yeah, COVID-19 is going back. Oh, it's increasing. No, but I hope there's no death. No? I hope there's no death coming. But yeah, there is a comeback from COVID-19 again. With the especially remember that I told the thing I told you about eclipse. That when eclipse happen, it 10x's whatever issue that we actually have prior. So there. Okay, so nga pala, there's still COVID then. So yeah. Okay. Now let's talk about the north. So find out where your main door is, your bedroom, and your work area. Now, if the sector is actually good, by all means use it again. But if I give you information as the sector is bad, avoid even just for this month, no, the sector. Okay, so for the north, that's actually good for relationship building, especially if you have been in a rift with a family member or a friend, and you want to rekindle that, relationship and let water under the bridge happen between the two of you. Then this is a good sector to do that. No, especially if like you and your spouse are going through a divorce battle and you still know that you're in love with each other, then activate the north. Okay, activate the north. Tell your wife, oh, just for this month. Now, if this month doesn't really, you really decided that we go through divorce, then you change sector. But just for this month, you need to stay in the north. So there. So you activate the north. Both of you, even if you're living separately, just look for the north. So if you're trying to rebuild relationship, a long lost friend or whatever, family, and you want to fix that relationship. Okay? So north is good. Okay, I might miss something. Okay. All right. Next is east. Okay, east is okay when you're staying in the east and you can't do anything about the east. Now the possibility could be the devil's in the details. Okay, when it comes to work. So if you can't move, then you really have to use the east. Pay attention to everything that you're doing, whether personal or even professional, because the details is where your issue is going to come from if you're not careful. Okay, so there's a possibility that the details could actually create further problems if you are not careful. Okay, so that's the possibility that could happen if you stay in the east. Okay. Next. Okay, for the northeast, especially if, say, last month you were not able to achieve your goals, your business goals, and you really want to gain momentum and commitment from your team, northeast is actually a good sector to actually use. No, you might be able to get support from your team the more you actually activate the northeast by staying in the northeast, and at the same time, continuous monitoring of your team members will help you achieve that commitment and momentum with your team, help you achieve your goals for the month of May. Okay, so there. This is a good sector for business owners. Okay. Next is for the West. Oh, West. Okay, if you're a lawyer, and this is actually a good month for you because this can be a very busy month for anyone that's in the in legal law firms. Okay, lawyers. Okay, you might see a spike when it comes to your services, but also this month you can also expect the same all throughout others, especially if they're all staying in the West. Not just kidding. But yeah, for the West sector, if you really want to increase your spike in your services, you stay in the West, and at the same time prepare for competition. Just make sure you do better than your competition. You'll always get the client that you're looking for, or clients that you're looking for. Okay. Next. Okay, Southwest, avoid, especially if we are already experiencing financial losses, because Southwest is prone to financial losses, and at the same time, arguments and disputes amongst members in the family. My office is located in the Southwest within this year, so now I'm going to avoid Southwest, no, because of this. So it's financial losses, or if you're not experiencing financial losses, this could lead to scams. No, scams, prone to getting scammed. No, so if it's too good to be true, too good to be true. It is true. No, it usually is. That's what I said here. It usually is. No, if it's too good to be true, it usually is. So avoid staying in the Southwest, no, for the time being. Just create a note just for this month if your office is there. So I'm creating a new office space, not for this month, to avoid activating the sector. Okay. All right. Next is the south. Okay, south. Okay, if you can't move and you really have to use the south, make sure to lie low, no, within this month. If staying lie low means not creating any drastic decisions. Okay. In a way, it's sort of like being a hermit, just hiding, no, and just avoiding drastic decisions, and avoiding yourself from heeding from your emotions. That's just for this month. Actually, for the rest of your life, no. As much as possible, we do not want to heed or just be at the mercy of our emotions. It's where mistakes, disagreements, happens. All right. Okay, so keep calm and meditate if you are staying in the south. But this is a no for pregnant women. Please avoid staying to the south. If you know anybody who's pregnant and who frequents the south, ask them to stop doing that, even just for this month, because south is not good, especially for pregnant women. Okay? Share. Please share, and if you care, something care. I forgot that statement. Share if you care. I know, I forgot. Okay. So next, southeast. Okay, so if your main door is in the southeast, and then you're traveling this month, and or prior to your travel, southeast can be as the most activated sector in your month. I would like to just give you some guidance to get you more cautious. No, get some travel insurance, because traveling within this month, especially if your main door is in the southeast, it's prone to issues and problems. So lost items, delayed flights, so on and so forth. No, it's not going to be a smooth sailing travel if your main door is in the southeast and then you're traveling this month. Okay, if you have like back health issues, avoid this sector, because this sector might actually initiate progressing the back issues or spinal issues. Okay, spinal or back issues, no, might create further issues within this month. Okay. No, Northwest, of course, Northwest is not really a good sector the entire year, most especially for this month. No, this is especially concerning people with pre-existing condition. No, last month, remember that if you stay in the Northwest, this could trigger cancer. Now, if you already have pre-existing conditions, it's going to worsen the issue. So Northwest is avoid. Yeah, yes, basically Northwest it should be a space to avoid. Okay, all right. Next is for the center. Okay, center is avoid activating this. This could lead to health issues or creating bad decisions. Okay, So I hope this helps. Okay, bad decision that could ruin reputation and relationships. That's for the center. So avoid staying in the center just for this month. Okay. Okay, questions, clarifications. Well, before we move on to the Chimen. Okay. Next question. Okay. Oh no, this is a good question, no? Actually, Jovelyn, this is a good question. No, not entirely. Iiba lang po ang ating period ng ating bahay. Pagka kunwari na-construct at nag-move in tayo ng period 9. Ang period 9 po magsisimula sa 2024. Okay? So kung nakatayo na po ang bahay natin at nakatira na po na tayo dito, nasa period 8, 7 pa rin yung bahay nyo. Hindi siya po magbabago. Okay? Ang ibig sabihin po ng transition is nag-iiba na po yung enerhiya, na energy that we're actually experiencing right now. No? Kasi ang period 8, panahon ng mga young boys, basta iba po yung energy ng period 8. Kumbaga nalilipat na tayo sa energy ng period 9. Ganun lang siya. Pero in terms of the bahay or yung natal chart nito, as is pa rin siya. Ganun pa rin siya. No? Yung lang to, environment, no? Yung global energy natin na nararamdaman. Okay? Behavior, market behavior, everything. Okay? I hope that clarifies. Na? Okay, next question. Ay, kunyari. Sorry. Oh, yeah. Oo, avoid. Oo, avoid. Ako din, actually, I have back pain lately. Actually, this one naman, just to share, no? This is going to help give you more information when it comes to Feng Shui. Lalo na pag meron kayo yung sa natal chart nyo na 6-3 combination. Ang nangyayari doon sa 6-3 combination, pag walang tubig doon sa area na yan, you're prone to back pain. Okay, so just to make kwento, no? So, my house, yung current house ko ngayon, meron po akong 6-3 combination. And then, what's been happening, siguro mga 2 years na, parang ang sakit ng back ko. And then my husband could tell, nagkakaroon ako ng mild scoliosis kasi meron siya. So he knows how to determine and he knows how to fix it. So he was telling me that there's just, nagsisimula ako magkaroon ng, anyways, ng scoliosis, mild. And also that's the reason why I'm going to the gym frequently, because I was having that. But anyways, okay, now you know the problem, right? Of course, I look at Feng Shui. No, I look at Feng Shui. And so what I did, I actually placed aquarium, no? Aquarium dun sa area na yan. And so far, yes, it's becoming better, my back. Connected ba to sa pinag-uusapan natin sa Southeast? Pero connection sa Feng Shui, no? But anyways, to share, ganyan din ako. Meron akong back pain. Yeah. So, yan. Yeah, of course, after the Feng Shui, I'm very diligent to following my husband's advice na pagdating sa back pain. Okay, I'm talking too much already. But yeah, remember the combination, the 6-3. If you find that, usually kailangan mo lang ilagyan siya ng water formation. Pero kailangan ng tamang oras, no? And nagkataon pa, when I placed it there, the Chimen, no, yung pinaka natal Chimen ng aking place, it's also open door and scenery. But it's another topic to discuss. But so far, so good, no? Yeah. Okay, so when it comes to for the depends on ano ba yung source of income natin. Actually, North, if you're trying to build relationship, look for new partners, another area to actually work in. Northeast, if you're a business owner, kailangan mo lang ng bigyan ng guidance sa mga staff mo. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Everybody should, no? Tapos magko-consultant na lang pagka yung mga bigger scales. Yung mga, oo. Pero yeah, I agree with you. Even the basic ones. So ito yung mga monthly. That's your basic. It's starting with the small. That's where I started naman when I was doing Feng Shui. Nag-start ako sa small. Start lang ako sa small hanggang sa nagkakaroon na ako ng momentum, hanggang sa meron na akong pang-enroll, na mahal. Ayan na. Ayan na. Ito na ako naman ang natuturo ngayon. So, use this monthly at least, or at the same time do. Ang daming actually information online ngayon. It's so much free information. Ang kalaban na lang natin is yung focus at saka, consistency and effort na lang. No? The information is out there. No? So, okay. So, alin ang nasa door area ko na yon? Ano pong area natin? Southeast? Southeast ba? Southeast siya? Southeast by your main door? Your back pain? That's why there's back pain? Tama ba? Tingnan natin Oh, north. There! Oh, I love it. You're activating 2 areas. Okay, so kung nandyan na yung north mo, hanap tayo ng iba. Kung nasa kunwari, if you work in a team, north is a good exit area. Okay? North is a good area to actually use within this month. Actually, even north, no? Kasi this is all about people, building relationship. So, north is good. And then get a very small nook, work in that area na rin. Honestly, that's the area I'm considering of using. Kung hindi yung northeast, yung dalawang yan lang. North and northeast, no, for this month of May. Okay? Alright. That's good. Diyan na yung main door mo. I love north, especially. And diyan din ang wealth area the entire year. Now, which you will also have information dun sa kung nasa Telegram kayo. Now, if you're in my Telegram, you'll actually get also free information when it comes to water activation. So, join my Telegram because they work. A lot of people are asking me, when are you going to give free Telegram, water activation? Okay. So, before I move on to the last, before, moving on to the end part of our forecast, we're now going to discuss the Chimendunja. So what's the best area? Let's see if I can make this bigger. There you go. So what's the best area to actually use back facing for the month of May? It's actually southwest, more particularly if you have health issues. Okay, if you have chronic hard to cure illness, then basically you use the southwest, back face the southwest, and do your own manifestation that would help speed or give you the confidence and the grit, against your illness. To have the confidence to beat that, to eliminate the fear that you're feeling. Okay, so you can actually beat and conquer your illness issues. So southwest is a good back-facing direction for healing. Okay, healing, whether it's mentally, emotionally, or even physically. Okay, so how do we do? Say back face, 64, just to remind everybody how to do the back face. We count 64 to 1, and then Chief, give me the confidence to conquer my illness. You say that 3 times. So you say 3 wishes, and each wish you say 3 times. You do this every day. Preferably do this the entire month, especially if you're a first timer. Okay, you do that. Or you can also wish, Chief, lead me to the best doctor and the best medication to help speed up my recovery. So be specific as possible and make sure it's within the realm of possibility. Okay? So that's what we do. So if you know anybody who's into metaphysics and you want them to try doing this, the sage mode, give them that instruction to help guide them start the manifestation. All right. Other questions before we move on. I hope you learned something today that guided you to have more confidence, how to handle May 2023. No questions. Sige, I'll wait for like 15 seconds. Baka nag-iisip pa kayo. Might probably thinking of what question to ask. Yes, 3 wishes and say it 3 times. So each wish, back-facing chief, no? So southwest, find where the southwest. Okay, good that you asked this question because I wasn't sure that people into doing it. But this, sage meditation changed my life. So you have to do this. So here's your compass. You can download it. It's any app. Hold on. I'll try to show my face more. Okay, so the compass, and then you do this. Okay, and then you find where the southwest is, and then when you find the southwest, you back the southwest, and then 64 to 1, and then after you're done, chief, so and so on. So you get to make 3 wishes, and then each wish you say it 3 times. Okay, ganon siya. You do it every day. Okay, it's a good meditation and manifestation practice. All right. Other questions? Have you been doing this? Just your first time, Miss Yana. Okay, you might be asking, no, why 64 to 1? It helps, no? Helps you stay calm, and at the same time, we're trying to tap the 64 hexagram. Okay. All right. For what purpose? This is a good question, no? This is a good question. For what purpose? To benta ba or to make them like you? Sige, while I wait for your answer, Miss Yana, because there's two different. And you can do this every day, no, to find out. Okay, next naman, time po mag-wish. Any time of the day. Best, however, first thing in the morning. It's much more, I don't know, it's much more, I find it much better. You get to focus, no, on what you actually want to focus on that within that day, and at the same time you're much more calmer even if there's so much problems that's thrown at you. Medyo you're calmer pa rin. Matagal kang uminit ng ulo. Okay. Oh, good. All right. So if say there's two things, okay? So if say for instance gusto mo po magbenta tapos short term ang benta natin dito, kumbaga sabagay short term ang real estate ba o long term, but in a way, no? Short term to. Kasi hindi naman araw-araw bibili ng property. You know? Yeah. Short term. So, there's two, no? So, the first one that you actually look for is actually the harm. Okay? So, when you're going to do some presentation, let's start. Let's do some presentation. Magpre-present. Kunwari, ito yung you'll be able to access this, say, every day, no, you'll be able to access your Gmail chart. Ang hahanapin nyo lang po dapat is, say, mag-meeting ako with my client, ano yung dapat kong hanapin? Hanapin natin is harm. Let's try, make it bigger. Can you see? So in this chart, no, there's harm. Nakikita mong harm? Pero ito kasi, preferably, titignan nyo po ito on a daily basis. Every 2 hours to nag-iiba. Okay, let's see. Try ko natin okay. Let's see. Okay, I'll try to screen share you. Kasi like, kunwari, you have access. I'll send you the chart, the link. I'll try to screen share. How do you... Oh, there. I'll screen share. Nakikita nyo siya. Nakikita nyo yan? Okay. So, it is a plot ng example ito. When you plot this, nag-iiba po ito every day and at the same time every 2 hours. So, kunwari magbebenta ka, pupunta ka sa client, ang gusto mo mangyari is nakatalikod ka sa harm door. So, in this hour and within this day, kung kailan ka nagtanong, ang harm door nakalagay sa same din, okay, northwest, no? This also applies sa pagpo-post sa social media. Kung may magpo-post ka ng social media, tumalikod ka sa harm door, saka mo i-post. Okay? So, harm is good for selling. Now, the other one naman, ang gusto mo is magustuhan ka nila. Di ba, at the end of the day, parang you have to remember when it comes to selling, people buy from people who they like, who they adore, who they respect, you know, and so on and so forth. And sometimes, who they are attracted to. So, ano yung dapat nating habulin dyan? Ang hahanapin natin dyan is the scenery door. So, in this case, is northeast. Okay? So, there's 2 options. Pero kung gusto mo lang talaga benta, hindi mo na siya kailangan mag-like sa'yo. O yan, northwest. Every day, you check your chart, pupunta ka sa meeting, asan ba? Doon. Asan ba yung harm? Di tatalikod ako doon. Dito kayo. Pakiyan lang. I-reposition mo yung para humarap sa'yo yung customer mo habang nakatalikod ka sa harm door. Kasi ang gusto mo siya, tumalikod doon sa fear. Okay? Am I making sense? So that's how Shimen works. You know, I should start discussing Shimen also for everybody para mas madali nyo itong magamit. Okay. Is that clear though? I hope na intindihan mo siya. Yan na. Let me know if medyo... Yes. For this hour lang For this hour, this is going to last for 2 hours. So after 2 hours, you check it again. Kung may click ka na, may meet ka na naman na client, you check it again, northwest pa rin ba? Kasi nag-iiba to every 2 hours. Yeah? Wait, yes. Okay, so... But when it comes to okay, there's so much layers kasi Anshimen. Ako, nag-class na ako, okay? There's so much layers. So, meron tayo yung manifestation, meron pa yung strategic execution. So, itong tinuturo ko sa inyo is parang strategic execution. You're actually using yung mga elements while you're in action. Okay? So, yung sage mode meditation naman, now we're going to add this to the stream. Kunwari, magma-manifestation ka on a monthly basis at gusto mong magbenta, what you can do is south naman. Okay? So, kunwari, every day, you're going to back the south, 64 to 1, and then yung mga wishes mo of what you want. Pero ito, I couldn't, sorry, yung mahina, yung ano ko, yung aking, let me check, yung deity natin. Parang blurred na siya. Okay, hold on. Snake. Ayan. So, snake na siya. When we're doing the snake, ayan. So, it's best to, ang gaganahan ng snake, may sinabi ka, usually nagkakatotoo. But anyways, so yun yung snake. You wish for the snake and then you say the name of the snake and then after that, you make the wish tapos you say it 3 times. Ganun po ang gagawin natin every morning. Back facing the south. Now, when it comes to kunwari at the heat of the moment of the presentation, saka po natin gagawin yung pag-check nitong chart. Okay, nasa ng harm, doon ako tatalikod. Very. Marami ang Shimen has so much powers. It can actually do problem solving. When it comes to amongst the 3 Chinese metaphysics, no, the Pachi is all about finding yourself. Feng Shui is all about your environment. This, on the other hand, finds solution, even to the smallest problems. This is what I like about Shimen. No? It gives you solution to whatever issue that you have at hand. And at the same time, it's also good for manifestations. Okay, so yun. Okay, which is why ang daming layers na ayoko ito ma-overwhelm kasi marami talagang ano ba silbi tawag ba doon? Maraming use! O, yun din ang ibig sabihin ng silbi, di ba? Use, Okay. Ano ang effective if backing seating po? Peach blossom, ito. Well, in terms of mabilisan, Shimen. Lalo na kung nasa madalian ka, nagmamadali. Shimen ako. I'll use Shimen. Chiman. Pero I use the Chiman, this style, and at the same time I do my manifestation. So the universe is really, really aware of what you really, really want. But at the end of the day, it boils down to you. Do you know what you really want? You know. So, the sage manifestation, so makaabot ako ng specific amount of commission or sales. So that should be your wish. Lead me to the right people that would make me sell this X amount of commission, something like that. You have to be really specific. Like if there are certain goals that you actually want. No? And then after that, saka mo gagawin naman ito on the heat of that moment, on that specific day. Make sure that when you're doing a presentation, you're back facing the northwest. Or sorry, the harm. Sorry, I'm corrected. Okay. All right. Yes. Yeah. You're gonna love Chiman so much. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yay! Wow. Umabot ako ng 1 hour. Okay. Yay. I'll see you in my next live. Okay. For June. Binilang ko pa. Okay, June. For the month of June 2023. Okay, thank you so much. I'll see you. Bye!